Hey, it's Linz and Chris.
And we are two blunt moms.
Today we are going to be talking about gentle parenting, or what we thought gentle parenting
Yeah,
was.
yeah. A lot of research went into this one today. So this one's going to be a lot of fun for some people, and for others, sorry.
Are you though?
No.
Okay. So what did you initially think gentle parenting was?
Initially, okay, so I can't lie. Like, I had an idea because my sister had read me several things on gentle parenting, and it all sounded great, right? But like, then I would see examples on the internet who say they're gentle parenting, but when I look at it, it's definitely permissive. Not my sister, but like other people on the internet, their version of gentle parenting, in my opinion, is not. It's
It's permissive.
permissive. Yeah.
And so even the people that are permissive parents believe they are gentle parents. So there's such a misconstrued idea.
Right.
We just realized something and it's totally cool. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh we forgot to announce the strain of the day. So that tells you it's a good one, right? Maybe not. It's called Glitter Bomb. I mean, listen, glitter. I'm
Bomb.
I'm here for, have you seen the videos of the glitter bombs?
No.
They're hilarious. What, they're like pranks.
I could that's I
They're
feel that.
they're pranks, and then when someone opens a package in their home, glitter is shot
Oh,
everywhere.
that's that one you can send to someone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and I
hilarious.
feel like to come up with the idea of a glitter bomb, they were probably on this strain right
Yes.
now.
Did you know you can send potatoes to people too?
Shut up.
You can. That just say like happy birthday or I hate you
Just
or
random
yes,
potatoes?
just a boxed potato with somebody wrote it in permanent marker and charged you $20 to ship it to somebody. Okay.
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
all right, what is glitter bombs?
So glitter bomb, I I did not get the THC percentage for you guys.
It's 24.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. But our terpenes are the
Is it
listen.
myrcene?
Myrcene is what I say. I don't know if I'm butchering that, but that's what I say. I don't know. Carophyllene, and then I did find out that it's not linalool, it's linalool.
Okay.
So I did find that out
Okay.
after watching a video, like trying to educate myself. Look at me, guys. Listen, I'm not just bringing you garbage here, okay? That's not our goal.
I feel like this is a good one though for us to use while having this discussion. It's going to be a little more lighthearted and not
Yeah,
so
I
in
think
your face.
right.
Because
Oh,
this is a
that's
very
good for everybody,
this
I
is
feel.
yes, I feel like this is a topic where I could get pretty in your face about it.
I
So,
think so.
I might be gentle. Okay.
There were
Um
4 types of parenting though,
yes.
and we were
So
only going to discuss the 2 until I was made aware that there were the 4, and I was like, "Wait a minute though. Those need to
there's
be
actually
included."
5.
5.
One is neglectful, which to me is not even
Well, that's not
parenting. So we
parenting.
don't have to use that
No,
one. We're
that's
not going
not
to discuss
parenting.
that one.
No.
Okay, so it says that gentle parenting is an approach that focuses on respect, empathy, guidance instead
Yes.
of punishment, fear, or strict control. And kids seem to thrive, of course, as all human beings do, when they feel safe, understood, and valued. And I think that that sounds amazing. And although we want to put all of these things at the forefront of parenting, teaching our children who to become as adults, um, it is so difficult because even though I want to gentle parent, my kids are not gentle kidding. And it makes it hard. I'm not saying I'm going to turn into a ghetto parent, but I can't all the time be
Right.
gentle.
No, I get it.
I do feel that I'm more authoritative than
Well,
anything.
that one was okay though, I think, because we did read about the authoritative. No, the yes, the authoritative. So the authoritative was the one that sets clear boundaries, but in a warm way, and they offer support and communication. And so I feel like that's a big step up from authoritarian.
Oh, for sure. Authoritarian is just do what I say because I said to do it
Right.
with no
Even
explanation
if
of
it's
why.
do as I say, not as I do.
Ugh.
I know.
That's how I was
I
raised,
know.
which is so ridiculous. No wonder I can't get my life together. I'm not blaming them because at some point you are accountable for yourself, okay? But it's a lot.
Yeah.
I wasn't given those skills. I
Right.
wasn't taught how to be an emotionally mature human being. And I think that's where gentle
Yeah.
parenting is so wonderful. If that can be your main approach, but you still have that authoritative, there are things that need to be done before we do the things that we want to
Right.
do.
Right.
Responsibility,
Yes.
accountability. These things have to be taught.
Mhm.
Look at the entitlement that is coming from kids who have been
Oh,
permissive
those are from the
parented.
permissive ones. I'm telling you.
It's literally going to ruin society.
Literally.
They have cards that they can raise in
The
college.
permissive parents need a spanking.
They do. They do.
They need a spanking. You need, if you're a permissive parent and you let your kid do whatever they want, you need a spanking. I'm not giving it to you. Find out someone in your own personal time.
But it's too much to deal with these adults that are walking around like kids needing cards that they can throw up in college because their feelings have been hurt by who won a presidency.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We're not going to get political in this, but that's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
These are the people who are supposed to run the country. These are the men who are eventually going to be in our military.
Right.
You need an emotional support card and a timeout stamp.
No.
But you're going to serve in war?
No.
There's no cards there, sir.
No. You don't get to file a complaint in war.
Oh my. And I just don't understand.
They don't either.
Yeah, okay, enough said. Enough said. We'll get off that wagon, but that's where I don't think that we need to be walking around beating our kids, but I do think. Now listen, my mom has stories where my grandmother was throwing 20-pound phones at her because she was cussing at her. And she was 16 years old. Listen, if my 16-year-old wants to run her mouth at me, we've got a whole nother set of issues.
But not a rotary phone.
Not a rotary phone, but I done messed up
Not
somewhere.
the rotary.
Oh, it was straight pulled the cord out the wall.
Those things were so heavy, dude.
Yeah, but she didn't do it again.
Well, listen.
Can we talk about that? How many times are these kids walking all over their parents? Don't throw a phone. That's not necessary.
No. My mama slapped me across the face because I smarted off to her. Did I do it again? No.
No, absolutely.
No. Would I smart off to her today? No, because that same hand that slapped me when I was 16 years old will slap me as a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm still, the Bible says to honor your father and mother. I'm terrified of her. Listen.
There's not a healthy fear of parents.
There's not.
There is not a healthy fear of parents.
Because there's not a healthy fear of God.
I do believe they go hand in hand, but I do believe our society as a whole, unfortunately, is not a society where God is being put first.
No.
So if we can also talk to those out there that are just not going to want to listen to that, it doesn't matter really what you want. It's there. But as a whole, society,
that's my bestie.
in general, get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well.
No.
Okay. So that whole spare the rod, spoil the child. We're talking about spanking and throwing rotary phones, and
that's some people's favorite quote unquote quote from the Bible.
It's there, but it's not there.
It's not in those terms, is it?
No. Read it to us.
Oh, I have it.
Show me what you got.
Let's see. Now I gotta pull it open. Uh-oh. Okay. So the actual verse says, whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves them is, wait a minute, careful to discipline. That word rod, we were talking about it earlier, and we came up with a few different things that it means, but the it doesn't mean a physical beating is what
No,
it doesn't
it's
mean.
more of like a shepherd's rod
Right,
used to
and that was
guide
that
and
part is it's
redirect.
beautiful, and that's exactly what it is. You're there to lead your child. Now, are you to discipline them?
Sure.
Yes, but not beat them. Like, what are we doing? What is that teaching them other than it's okay for me to go out and beat someone when I get angry with them?
Mhm. Mhm. I agree. And how many shepherds do you know are walking around beating all them sheep?
They're not.
They're not.
They're not.
It's not
They
how it
follow
works.
them willingly because the shepherd loves them.
And they trust the shepherd. It's a
Exactly.
relationship. What a
Exactly.
beautiful
It
picture.
is.
And we are
Absolutely.
supposed to be just that with these children.
Yeah.
And they are.
We're under shepherds. Well, pastors are under shepherds, but in the home, I guess we're the under shepherd.
Mhm.
Whatever. However you want to say it.
However you want to
We're
say
supposed to
it.
be guiding these
And even
kids.
just from the general aspect of these are our children, can we as a society get back to where we care enough about our
Oh
children
my
to
gosh.
really pour into them and spend quality time with them? I think that truly ended. I'm not saying there's not parents that don't. I
No,
know a
they're
lot of
absolutely, yeah.
amazing parents.
Yeah,
I think that
absolutely.
ended with my generation. I was very much a go to your room, don't come out unless you need to take a bath or you have a question for your homework, or you can be quiet and sit here and watch the show that I'm watching.
Hmm.
There was no real relationship. My mother worked, my father worked, and it was just how it was. I spent a lot of time alone. And I just feel like we're missing something. And if we don't try to get that back, our kids are going to pay the price for that.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if it ended with a certain generation. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't, it's getting worse. Whatever.
As they pulled the mothers out of the home, they forced them out of the
They
home.
forced them out of the home. They tried to make it their idea. Um, and there, to give them credit, there were women that do and still do just truly enjoy working. Um, in if listen, here comes the part that hurts most people's feelings though. That's not your place.
I don't feel like it is either.
That's not your place. Now, the Bible does not specifically say that you cannot work. If you are a single mother, no one expects you to just stay home all day long and have someone bring you food. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like obviously, you need help. Find your village
Mhm.
and get to work. But if you are married, if your husband is the breadwinner and probably should be at this point, honestly, because that's where the Bible puts him. Um, your focus is, and actually, the Bible specifically says your priority is your family
Absolutely.
and nurturing them, loving them, guiding them. Uh, we've lost that.
Burnout is a real thing though,
It is. It
but
is.
it should always be your priority. Even, as mothers, it doesn't matter if we're burnout, we keep going. But I do want to acknowledge
Yeah, because we're supposed to endure till the end.
exactly, exactly. And I just, it is okay. It is okay. You are going to have seasons where you thoroughly enjoy what you're
Oh,
doing and
yes.
seasons where
Yes.
you're just trying to
You're
survive.
frustrated. Yeah.
And both of those seasons are fine as long as you are enduring and you are giving it your very best.
Yes.
Um,
Those seasons get better, though, I've noticed when I stay in His Word and when I keep my eyes focused on Him. If I do not focus on my Savior, everything else falls apart. Everything. It's insane. Like, I don't know how people do it without him. Ha- And I know people say, well, it's just an imaginary God. Like, Yeshua wasn't real. He didn't actually, yeah, he did. And over 500 people saw him ascending into heaven, but only 120 showed up for the Holy Ghost. So I'm going to be one of the 120. I got to be.
Get it?
I got to be. I don't have a choice. I have no hope anywhere else. And that's helped me more in my parenting. Grace is what I need to show
That's
more of.
huge. That's huge. How often do we apologize to our
Oh,
children?
I have to.
And we have to have that same grace with them and grace with
Yeah.
ourselves
Yeah.
and let them know that it's okay. We expect them to mess up.
Mommy still messes up.
Oh, they see it.
They
I know
know.
they do.
They know.
but-
And when I do, I pull them in, we sit down, and I say, listen,
My bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Like, that was inappropriate. What I said was inappropriate. It's absolutely not true. I was popping off at the mouth, and I should not have.
Yeah.
And I've had to do that probably more times than I really want to tell people. But
Well, Liz, there's no manual for this. This is
There's-
hard. This is the toughest thing I've ever done.
it's the most difficult yet the most rewarding.
Can we talk about the things that our kids do just for a few minutes
Yeah.
that make it difficult to gentle parent?
Girl.
So my son, when he was a teenager, he was trying to sneak out to see his girlfriend. Uh-huh. So she's gonna okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But or he's gonna hear this, but
Well,
it doesn't
we
matter.
love you.
Yes. So, but he used to come upstairs. We used to live in town, and he would come upstairs when he would hear me because my bedroom was above his.
Mhm.
And he would just see what I'm doing. Hey, Mom, what's up? What are you doing? Well, son, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm getting something to drink. I'm going to sit here for a minute. Well, how long do you typically stay up? Dude was taking notes for weeks.
Stop.
Not even joking. This was my first kid. I had no idea what I was doing. I was thrown into panic mode. Like, what is even happening? And then you get my daughter, my first daughter.
I mean, I gotta give him cred for doing his
He's
research.
smart. He's smart. His wife now will tell you he's
Listen.
smart. Annoying, but smart.
That's
So-
research.
but
Not
he
many
is-
people research anymore. That's
It's
good job, Mom.
listen. I'm.
He used it against you, but good job.
Anyways, but then my daughter was one that was like, she would tell you what she was going to do before she was going to do it. And you'd be like, okay, child, you better not. And then it would happen. And you just looked at her. She's like, I thought we talked about this. What do you do with that? I'm not gentle parenting that.
I don't know.
And there was a time where I had 3 teenagers in the house, a toddler and a newborn baby. I
Nope.
done lost my mind.
Nope.
So there were many times where gentle parenting was just not a possibility. We're going to have to be very authoritative, not necessarily authoritarian, but there will be consequences
Yeah.
that will be established.
You finna go sit in that
beforehand.
corner.
I ain't got time for this. There's
Uh-uh.
too many of y'all.
Yeah.
Did I do this to myself? Yes, I acknowledge that. Thank you. And I love them dearly. They were all wanted and loved immensely.
Absolutely.
And if you don't agree with how many children I have, 5, then whatever. It doesn't matter.
Your opinion doesn't count.
But it was very difficult, but very rewarding.
Right.
But you have to be strict,
Yeah.
especially when you have that many.
If you want a functioning household,
Ugh, I still don't have that. I don't really know what that looks like.
I think there's always going to be some chaos because we know that the enemy hates the family.
Mm-hmm.
He hates the family unit because the family unit is how we pass down to get to marry, to have God be born from a virgin.
Could you imagine? I mean, I know that things were happening, divorce was happening and stuff like that, but like, could you imagine if that lineage had been broken? I mean, I don't think it would have been allowed to.
It wouldn't have been allowed to be.
But it just if he would have allowed free will over that, like he does over us, I definitely think
we would
kept
have
that
no chance.
together.
We would
He
have
had-
no
yeah.
chance.
no chance. But
It had to happen. I mean, I don't think people even realize, like, everybody wants to talk crap about King David. And yeah, I just said crap, sorry. But Yeshua came from the line of Bathsheba and David. She was going to be his wife. He just didn't want to wait on her. He just didn't want to wait. But that was gonna, like, that was
and he even tried to mess all that up, and God was like,
Yeah.
"No,
Yeah.
Nabbit,
Yeah.
no."
Right.
So he will intervene.
Right.
And sometimes I wish he would intervene because I don't even know what I'm doing.
Listen.
I want somebody to slap me in the face and tell me this is how you need to raise these babies, but each one is so different. There's one kid I could
You
have
are not
spanked.
kidding.
They would have laughed at me.
Yeah.
Another one, it would have crushed them.
Yeah.
So
My youngest smiles when she's getting in
Oh.
trouble because she smiles when she gets nervous.
well, that's
And
a little different.
The
than what I was
first few
thinking.
times it happened, I was ready to slap the smile off her
Oh
face.
Lord, because you
Until-
misunderstood it.
And yeah, until she was like, I don't know what else to do with my face, Mom. And I was like, okay, I get it. Okay, so are you smiling right now because you're nervous? And she said, yeah, I'm really nervous. Like, I'm in trouble. And I was like, okay. So she smiles when she gets nervous. I just find it hilarious. But my least favorite on here is not, well, I don't know. I have two that I like and two that I don't like on this list. So we've gone through gentle parenting, that is clear boundaries through emotional connection. The permissive parent, anything goes, really. They don't really care.
That's not
what you do.
parenting.
That's not parenting. Authoritative are clear rules and open to warm communication. So to me, I think I probably fall in between gentle and authoritative. But this authoritarian down here makes me want to slap somebody.
I don't think that's parenting either. I think a lot of this stems
This
from
is
laziness.
disgusting.
This is just do what I say because I said to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's punishment.
they rely on obedience and they use punishment to get what they want.
Punishment is a lot different than discipline, correction,
Right.
consequences.
Right.
I don't, it's do this or this is going to happen, instead of, like I was saying earlier, we're a functioning family unit. You're a part of this family. Can we please work together and get our stuff done?
Mm-hmm.
In my house growing up, it was shut your mouth, do this, or this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I did it out
Mm-hmm.
of fear. We talked about having a healthy fear of your
Right.
parents. That's not a healthy fear.
No.
I have no relationship with my father.
No, I had a healthy. Listen, I know I said earlier that I'm still scared to death of my parents, but it's not like that. It's a healthy fear. I still aim to please them because they're my parents.
It's respect.
It is. It's respect. I respect my mom and my dad.
And even at their age, they would be flabbergasted should you choose to be disrespectful.
Mhm.
I would be flabbergasted should my son choose to be disrespectful.
Absolutely.
That's not in his nature. We would have
No,
to have a discussion.
I don't think even when they were wanting me to do certain experimental medical things, and it came down pretty hard on me, I respectfully declined. I didn't call them stupid. I didn't say you're being an idiot.
Boundaries are not disrespectful.
No, I just said that's just not for me right
Mhm.
now. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. That had to happen.
So I think I've officially decided, in my personal opinion, that permissive, authoritarian,
Or garbage.
they're both garbage. And so is neglectful. That's not
that's
even
not even,
parenting.
I didn't even
They're
put it on the
all
list.
neglectful.
Yeah, I didn't even put
You're
neglect.
choosing to smile if you're permissive parenting,
Mhm.
and you just don't care. You're just a passive person. I think it depends
That's
on
what
what
we
kind of
have-
person you are.
Have you seen the videos of the kids going through Walmart and they're just throwing stuff off the shelves, breaking things? Like, I saw one kid grabbing like the Welch's like sparkling grape juice and just crashing them on the floor, and the parent is just allowing it. I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a man in another video playing the piano, and this kid just like randomly comes up, like he's in like a mall or something, and this kid comes up. It's an expensive piano. I don't want to talk about names because I don't want to get sued, but it was an expensive piano, and this kid starts banging on the keys, and I was like, you could literally mess up the tuning.
And
And
you
that is
don't,
so
they don't even have
disrespectful.
to beat the child. Grab them and
And
remove
just
them.
remove them from the situation and then sit them down and explain to them, would you want that man to come take your toy out of your hand?
Mm-hmm.
You have to get it on a level where they can understand.
It's creating, like I said earlier, these entitled children. It's awful.
It's
It's
disgusting.
awful.
I can't.
And you know what's even worse is they're feeding each other's fires by
Yeah.
telling each other that the parents are the bad guys.
No.
You know?
They're being told that on TV.
That's, yes. Yes.
On TV, they're being told in their little shows, their cute little shows. You better watch your kids' shows. I'm telling you. I know they're stupid, and I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to see it, but I'm telling y'all, you better be watching and paying attention to what your kids are watching, because they can't unsee it. They can't unhear it. Once it's in their mind, it's there.
And it's really hard, especially when those kids are being taught certain things at 9 hours a day or 8 hours
Oh
a day, whatever
man,
it is. And
yeah.
then they come home
You only get a
and
few hours with them.
you're nothing. They're
Mm-mm.
not going to listen.
No.
And if they do, and you've managed to do that, that's wonderful. But for most people, that's not reality. We're up against something else. My kids are homeschooled, and
Right.
I'm still up against that.
Right.
So I couldn't imagine.
I will say that my sister, she needs to be homeschooling because I know that her child excels in school. He's so smart, this kid, so smart. Okay. Of course I'm proud. Proud
Bias
auntie,
much?
you know. But I really think where he thrives is with his mother.
He's so little. Of course he does.
That's his safe space. She's not going to hurt him. She's not going to disappoint him.
And she's such a good, kind, gentle
Yeah.
spirit
Yeah.
that's probably what he needs at that age.
Absolutely.
Gosh, boys.
Man, it's tough because they're taught, no, you don't supposed to cry. You're a boy. Suck it up. Toughen up. I'm so sick of that.
Please cry.
My husband cries when he talks about his salvation, when he talks about his savior, when he gets proud of his kids, you know, when he starts getting lovey-dovey and emotional with me, he gets choked. He cries.
I think that is so warming as a
It's
woman.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. People are like, doesn't that get on your nerves that your husband's crying? He doesn't bawl and squall, people. Like
He's just being
he
vulnerable.
chokes up and like a tear or two falls out. But like, it's amazing. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I think we need to be teaching our boys to be more gentle
Right.
and loving.
Yeah.
And I definitely tried. I think my son is an amazing person. I think he probably has flaws that I'm not aware of, and his wife
everybody
is probably
does.
kind of snickering as she listens. But she's done a wonderful job finishing raising him, and I
That's
could not be
hilarious.
more proud of her work.
That's amazing.
He's turned out quite amazing.
That's-
So,
Good job.
yes,
Props to you, because
he's stubborn. He's gonna do what
the
he's gonna
Lord knew I
do.
could not handle boys.
Oh yeah, I only got one, so I think he knew. He
I
knew.
could not. I fully believe that the child I miscarried first was my boy. And I'll get to meet him later.
Mhm.
I'll get to meet him later. He's waiting. He's waiting for me to walk through. Listen.
You have to hold on to something when you experience
Mhm.
that. It's probably one of the hardest things I've ever been through. I can definitely relate.
Can you imagine going through that and someone you thought was close to you accusing you of faking it?
No,
It happened.
that's awful.
It did. I know. I've forgiven her, but I don't think she realized, and maybe she did, but I don't think she realized how much that was going to add to the hurt.
I think people just need to learn to shut their mouth
Yeah,
with
except for
hurtful things.
with hurtful things.
Not this
No,
podcast.
no, no. This podcast, we're all about being blunt. I mean,
But
it's in the title,
we're
but
not purposely trying to hurt people's
no,
feelings.
absolutely. Everything we say is coming from a place of love. We love each and every one of you.
But
Like,
that's not
it's
loving to
not.
say that
It's not.
you're faking that. I couldn't imagine. That's something I kind of kept to myself.
And then well, I mean, she was family, so I thought I was safe. I offered to bring her my medical bills and a
Girl, you
signed
worry too much.
letter.
You try too much.
No, I was just sick of hearing it.
No, I get it. And that's very significant to this. This is another part of parenting. Like
She had neglectful parenting, which is
sounds like she had
honestly,
neglectful friendships too.
I feel like she cannot have a friendship. Absolutely, she cannot have a friendship, and I hate that. But it makes me sad for her because she doesn't know any different.
Yeah.
You step on the people in front of you to get ahead. And I don't know what the purpose of all that was. We could get into that later. There's so much more. I would rather not, honestly, because I don't I don't have any bitterness in my heart right now, but if I maybe talked about it too much, it would probably bring some.
Surface,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's probably best that I not get into that, but
Well, you got that off your chest, but that was a significant turning point in my parenting. I realized very quickly that what you take for granted could be gone in a flash.
Yeah, because you're already making plans. You're already making future plans for this child, for their first steps, for their first bicycle ride, for their first whatever they sign up to do for extracurricular activities when they start school, when you sit them down and get to start schooling that child. Like, you're planning all that, even though you don't know it, you are, as soon as you find out you're pregnant. And so it's a huge loss.
Absolutely. It was crushing. It was absolutely crushing. And it really opened your eyes. I still have moments where I'm stressed and overwhelmed, but it opened my eyes to trying to be more plugged into them and not missing those moments, because so quickly it's gone.
Right.
I've got 3 adult kids, and it's just like, where did it go?
And your situation has actually, I mean, not to mention, like, I've seen the things on like Instagram and stuff where they're like, one day you're going to miss the mess. You're going to miss the loud noises. You're going to miss this. You're going to miss that. And I'm like, that is so true. And I can see it in you and how you're not doing things the same way with the younger ones.
Oh no.
It's different. And
I tried to be the older kids' friend.
Right.
No, we're not doing that again.
No.
They turned out great. I'm proud of my kids.
Yeah.
We've had a few hiccups here and there, but I'm still having hiccups, and I'm 40.
Right.
So that's just part of being a human being.
Yeah.
But overall, definitely lots of changes. Definitely more authoritative.
Right.
And I'm not as concerned with making sure I'm gentle all the time. A lot of times I know you heard what I just said.
Right.
I'm not being rude.
No.
In reality, you're being rude.
Right. You're being disrespectful.
Because I know I've said this more than once.
Right.
And you're choosing to ignore me. That does not need to be tolerated.
No.
That creates an adult who does not care what anybody says.
Right. Well, I mean, that's where they need to learn the commandment that you honor your father and your mother. And it's the only commandment that comes with a promise that if you honor your father and mother, you'll be granted a long life.
Sounds like a win to me.
I mean,
does that happen all the time? No.
No, absolutely. No. We're all sinners. We're not expecting perfection. Progress.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
fully believe once you're saved, yes, you're saved. Okay. But I fully believe that every single day you have to work out that salvation. You have to work at it. You have to keep the faith. You have to check yourself. Make sure you're hitting the mark and not missing the mark. Not the mark of the beast, but
Yep.
God's mark. The bar that he's raised, and I think it's the same way with parenting. We should be making sure that we're always being respectful to our parents.
Absolutely. And we need to make sure that we're raising a generation of children who are doing the same.
Yes.
And
And I think the greatest way to show respect is to let everyone know that we all have opinions, but what God says is ultimately where we're gonna draw the line.
there's a moral standard.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that the only two acceptable types of parenting, I'll just be really blunt here, are the gentle and the
Authoritative.
authoritative. And
Clear rules.
regardless,
It's clear rules, but you still have that open and warm communication.
yes,
You are cared for. But listen, you're not going to disrespect me.
exactly.
That's gentle in my opinion. Honestly,
Because it could be way worse.
I've seen worse and I have been worse.
Yes.
I've
yes.
had my moments where I literally just have to go shut myself in my bedroom because I don't want to do or say anything I'm going to regret.
Mm-hmm. But regardless of which ride you're on in parenting, I think that there needs to be an understanding that there's no rule book for this.
No.
There's a moral standard, but
Yeah.
there's no clear how-to book on this.
But please,
You're gonna fail. You're
please
gonna
teach
fail.
your kids to be respectful.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I don't even want to go into public anymore. And 90% of it is just because.
But don't beat it into them.
Yeah. I just don't want to have to deal. Whatever you got to do aside from beating them, I don't want to have to deal with their disrespect and their
Right.
bad attitude and their
Right.
entitlement. I'm
Right.
sick and tired of it.
And listen, when my mom slapped me across the face for being disrespectful, I do not count that as getting a beating.
Heck
She
no.
did not whip me.
No.
She popped me in my cheek. Okay. Listen, all it did was really just get my attention.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really hurt. I mean, it didn't feel good, but
And
it
you
didn't really
didn't do
hurt.
it again.
No, I didn't. I learned really quickly that you don't mess with her.
Mm-hmm. There needs to be.
She set her boundaries. She set her clear boundaries.
And that is part of authoritative. Where there are clear boundaries,
yes,
clear consequences should you make this conscious decision to not do what you need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you choose that, that's on you. That's not what I want for
that's
you.
Actually, I would say that's my mother is authoritative. She set her clear rules, but anytime I needed to talk to her, she was there.
Yeah. But authoritative statistically produces the best adults, and gentle parenting is right behind it. So your mama was a good mama.
She really, I mean, the best.
You're a lucky gal.
Listen, I know that like there are adoption cases that are nightmares, but I truly had the storybook.
You won the lottery.
Childhood.
I love your mama.
Isn't she great?
She's really sweet, but you can tell you don't mess with her.
You don't play with her. You do not play. Listen.
But she's not an unlikable person, so it can be done.
Do you know what she did, though, when someone disrespected her in front of her family?
What's that?
So, in a little town up the road from where she's from, they did this concert every year at this lumber company. And some people are probably going to get it from that, but I'm not going to give the company. I mean, I'm talking about like Alabama, Tracy Lawrence, Toby Keith. Like, these are the concerts that I went to because my uncle was able to invite people. Well, you bring your own lawn chairs. Okay, so you know my mama. Now, I don't know if you know her well enough to know yet, but you probably saw it at Bible school that she writes her last name on everything. If it's going into public with her, it's got her last name on it.
She's proud.
She's proud, and that is hers. Okay, she brought it. She worked hard for it, and she's not fixing to lose it. Now, listen, we went to get our little burger and drink because that's what you do. They have little burgers and drinks. You go get your little food and your little plate and your drink. And we came back, and our chairs were gone.
Mm-mm.
And she's looking around. Where are my chairs? And I looked over, and I'm not even kidding you. I saw this man's like 6'5", had all our chairs. Do you know she marched over to him, yanked the chairs out of his hand, and when he tried to fight her over it, like pull them back from her, she got one loose and beat him with it.
Oh, that's funny. Did
I
she
said-
raise a boy?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. He's younger than I am, but she still raised a boy. But listen, you don't play with her. I said, Daddy, we need to go help Mama. She's beating a man with it. He said, she got it. She got it.
I knew it.
She's good. She gonna get her chairs back. Don't worry.
That's
And
hilarious.
What made her so mad was that he smarted off to her and said, well, it doesn't have your name on it. She said, it does right there.
Bet.
Oh, she was ready for that moment. She was
That's
waiting for that
funny.
moment. Probably my fault and my brother's fault, but she was needing to
So
hit
she
somebody.
was authoritative
She-
in every aspect
She
of
was
her
authoritative.
life.
Yes, ma'am, every day.
We should all be that way.
We
Give
should be.
respect, demand respect.
Set your boundaries.
Absolutely.
I think boundaries are important.
I think I've settled on authoritative as my favorite.
I think I'm with you.
We should throw a little gentle in there. Sprinkle. They need to know you love them, but I think they feel that with this authoritative. I love you enough to set boundaries you have no idea you
they
need.
know what to expect, and Mommy is loving the rest of the time. Now, should you cross that line and break one of those rules, we're going to deal with that.
You're not going to doubt my love.
In an appropriate manner.
Right.
I'm not fixing to beat my kids. They've gotten a handful of spankings over the years.
Same.
You know, I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah. I
It
think
doesn't
we quit
feel
that
right.
a long time ago.
It doesn't feel right. Do you know what I'm like? In my spirit, it does not sit well.
I saw this web once that said, should I beat my kid? Should I spank my kid rather?
Right.
Whatever. And it said, are they old enough for you to speak to them in a rational manner? If your answer is yes, go this direction. The answer is no. Speak to them in a rational manner. And if they're not, no, you shouldn't beat them. They're obviously too young. So really, in no circumstance should that be your go-to, at least. If they're old enough to understand, you need to be teaching social skills.
Yeah.
You need to be teaching emotional maturity and how to handle these situations. These kids are lost.
They don't, they don't get a handbook either.
They don't know how to handle themselves.
Our handbook is obviously the Bible. Like, I have to go ahead and throw that out there.
Sure.
But, okay, so speaking of the Bible, though, I think there's a very important verse that we probably need to share. Fathers, do not provoke your children, lest they become discouraged.
Oh, and it's so discouraging if there's not a proper amount of knowing that you are loved and safe and protected and known. That's huge.
Yeah.
Gosh, it would definitely.
Ephesians, fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord.
Do I feel like God is beating on me sometimes?
Girl, he's got to. We're stubborn.
Yes, but is he really? No. Are our kids going to feel that way when we have to discipline them?
Yeah.
Sure. And does it hurt us? Sure. But it has to be done. Could you imagine if he never stepped in?
No.
Good Lord, where would I be?
I would feel like I was in outer darkness.
I have my days.
I don't want to be there ever.
Right.
Ever. I don't, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I cannot imagine my life without my Father, my Heavenly Father, and he's my Savior. His name, Yahuwah, YHWH, actually means behold the hand, behold the nail. So he's telling us right there, I'm coming. And there's going to be hand or holes in my hand from the nail. Was probably
And
right there, but that's still considered the hand.
if that's what you believe, people need to realize that there is work that has to be done raising these
Absolutely.
kids
Absolutely.
to meet that standard.
Right.
Not working to get into the pearly gates, but
Yeah,
you
listen,
are supposed to be a reflection.
yeah, I can't carry them in on my back, and I've told them that
Mhm.
numerous times. I can't carry you in on my back.
Yeah.
So you have to work this out with your Savior.
And there also comes a point in time where you cannot carry them in this lifetime. And
Right.
you need to be preparing them to not need you,
Right.
which is soul crushing,
Oh,
but
I
it
don't
has
like
to be
it.
done.
I
And I think
know.
it should probably end right there, that at all costs, you do what needs to be done to make sure your kids are prepared for
And productive
society.
members of society.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, at all costs, whatever it takes. This
Mhm.
permissive baloney is not working. Do
Mm-mm.
better.
No, yeah. And the neglectful, oh,
Just don't.
just
Well, that's what you're doing and it's not working. Don't do that
no,
either.
but take birth control or something. Like
Something.
go have the surgery to like tie your tubes or something. Go get a tubal ligation. That's what it's called.
If you're going to be neglectful, just don't be.
Right.
But again, there's no rule book for this. We're all doing the very best we
are.
can.
We are.
And I think that we're all growing and doing better each day.
Mm-hmm. And
We're
I
trying.
think supporting one another instead of, because I have been guilty in the past of judging parenting because it wasn't the way I did it. I don't need to judge personally. I can judge the style because we're sitting here talking
but I'm
about
not
it.
judging anyone.
I'm not I'm not going to judge a person if I can see obvious neglect or permissive or authoritative. Authoritarian, sorry. I'm going to pray for them instead, because I'm not perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
and if
not
they're
a
that
perfect
kind of parent
mama.
anyways, they're not listening to you.
They're truly not going to. They're truly not. But they may have no choice but to listen to their Father in heaven. So anyway, that's our take on it.
Whatever parenting style you should choose, do the very best that you can. Do good by your children.
Yes.
Put in the best effort you can, because these days go by so quickly.
Mm-hmm. Love them, enjoy them, soak it in, the good and the bad, because you wouldn't have the good if you didn't see the bad.
And nobody's on their deathbed wishing they would have spent less time pouring into their children.
That's true. That's so
And that
true.
speaks volumes to what should have been priority.
No one wants their checkbook on their deathbed.
Nope.
No one wants their social media. Well, maybe some. Maybe. They all want their family, and they all want, if they're believers, I guess, they all want their Savior, and they know they're near. Yeah, do your best to just don't just take it in stride.
Absolutely. Take it seriously.
Mm-hmm. We love you, and we're here for any questions or comments.
We'll see you next week.
Later, Gators.